It's the rush hour with Liesl Jones, Liam and Dobbo on Triple M. We're getting you ready. They've arrived. Finals are here, and we cannot wait. And neither can this man. And he joins us all thanks to Sportsbet. He is an icon of the game of rugby league. Mr. Sam Thaiday, good afternoon.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're very lucky to have him in the studio, I can be honest, mate. I mean, he's worked
Hard to get hold of.
very hard to get into a Triple M studio.
Yeah, they call me Bay. I'm busy all year. Yeah, that's what they call me. Yeah.
Busy all year. Well, tonight, the rugby league world gets real busy because the
Yes.
finals are upon us. And what a game to start as well. Panthers Eels, who have probably, as two teams, have delivered some of the best regular season games we've seen over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, very much so. It's been an exciting season so far, and this game, when these two teams have caught up throughout the season, have been epic battles. So, what a way to kick off the NRL finals! I'm really excited to see that we're at the pointy end of the season. It means I'm only a few weeks away from kicking the feet up and relaxing, so that's even better.
He loved that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you've played in these big games. Parramatta have won both the battles. We know what happened last time. Cleary sent off, all that. Resting players. I know you've been in sides that have rested players in the lead up. Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? You know, some people in the course of the week have been saying because Cleary's been suspended, then they rest. He just hasn't played enough football. Then he's got to go into the big game.
Well, they didn't rest the players. They rested the whole team, Dobbo.
Last week,
yeah,
they
they
did.
did against the Cowboys. And, Jerome Luai only had one game back from his long-term injury. But I think what they'll be doing a lot of scrimmage stuff. They'll be doing a lot of 13 on 13 at training. They would have done a 13 on 13 before those guys went up to Townsville to play against the Cowboys. So they would have still been training together. But you do miss that. That match hardened kind of tackling, put your body on the line. Cleary might be a little bit ginger coming back into things, but he's a baller. He's a class above everybody else. So I'm sure that he'll get out there and do everything for his team, and hopefully stay on the field this time would be great.
Yeah, you're right. Who's your tip in that one?
I'm going with the Panthers in that one.
Oh, geez, that's brave.
It is. But I think it's going to be a fairly close one. So
It's up in Penrith as well. I'm not even going to get on the soapbox about why it shouldn't be there, but anyway.
Why shouldn't it be there?
Because you can go down the road to Parramatta where there's a purpose-built stadium. You can have 35,000 people. Instead, you're going to have 18,000, and I think that's not fair.
And it's not that far to travel for their
it's
fans.
still the
too.
West.
And you know what? They have such a great following. If you put some buses on from the Penrith Leagues Club and you took them back thereafter, the party would be
It'd be
absolutely
huge.
amazing.
Sammy, haven't they earned the right to play at their home
If
ground?
your stadium can have 30,000 people and not 18.
They have. But as we know, Dobbo's all about that Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And that's
Give them
and
the
I
gate.
understand where
Give
Dobbo's
them
coming
the gate.
from.
Give them
Yeah.
70% of the
Yeah.
gate. Give
I
Pat
don't
the
reckon
70%.
they want the cash. I reckon they want the win. They get an advantage playing it. Anyway, we could disappear down
The
this rabbit hole.
Panthers, Dan, that's what they want.
Yeah,
They
it's
just want it
you
there.
know what? It's Dominic Perete's fault for not upgrading the
No,
bloody
that's it.
stadium, and then it would have been able to host the final.
Saturday, first game, Melbourne. I think this one is the one that a lot of people are really up in the air about. Canberra, they've come home with a big
Yeah.
whipsail. We know Melbourne, know Jerome Hughes. They are under the pump at the moment.
Yeah.
I like this game for Canberra.
Well, I tell you this right now, there was a lot of Storm fans that were sitting at home cheering on the West Tigers because they wanted the West Tigers to beat
Yeah.
the Canberra Raiders by a big score, so the Broncos got into that 8th position because Canberra have had the wood over Melbourne down there when it comes to semi-final footy. You look back to when Canberra made the grand final a few years ago. They beat Melbourne in Melbourne, and this is I've gone with Canberra here.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. NRL pick'em 1 to
Big
6.
upset.
I've got them.
Well, you can download the NRL Pick'em from your app store today and get your picks in for your chance to win a share of $250K this bonus round. Right, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Calling this one.
Armand Dobbo. In case you haven't heard, because he's told everybody,
Yeah.
he is calling this one. He's
Well, I
gonna-
hadn't heard it yet, but
No.
now I have.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tune in.
Yes. Tune in. What time?
Gerds, Gordy, Dobbo, the
Wow.
dream team.
Yeah.
Birds, Gordy, Dobbo, GGD. Sharks, Cowboys, Shark Park.
Wow. Well, Dobbo, have you got something to say about the Sharks playing at Shark Park?
I'm going to say this, Shark Park after dark. But listen, there's only one place that you should be backing.
Well, it's been
you
called-
are born and bred Townsville.
Yeah, mate. Exactly.
So you're going for the Cowboys.
I am going for the Cowboys here. And the they call it the Bermuda Triangle, Shark Park. Teams get there, they get lost, and but I think the Cowboys can go there and then do a job. I thought their first half last weekend against Penrith was really clinical. They were right on song, but they kind of let things slip in that second half. But I think they're ready for it. This is going to be a great game. The Sharks are playing some great attacking football at the moment. A bit of a weird one on the weekend against Newcastle. I think it was 3 intercept 100-metre tries in that game. I think it'll be a bit tighter. I've gone with the Cowboys on this one.
Me too.
They call Northies the Bermuda Triangle because careers get lost there as well.
Yes,
after games.
yes, exactly.
Allianz on Sunday. This is a rematch of last week, but without Joey Manu now. That will be telling. And the mail is, despite the fact that he's been named, Jared Hargreaves is under an injury cloud. He's there for the intimidation factor only.
Yes, and that's why I've gone with the Rabbitohs in this one. Yes, I think they were just off in that game. I don't know if the occasion overawed them a little bit, but the Roosters were there to play. They wanted to stamp authority on their new ground. What a beautiful stadium it is. I got to have a look around it the other day. I've gone with the Bunnies on this one, and I don't mind the Bunnies in this final series, actually. So I'm going to be whipping the Bunnies home.
Wow, there you go. So you could say that you're tipping 2 upsets there.
Essentially,
possibly
yeah.
3, actually, because Cowboys over Sharkies is just 2v3 at home.
That's more of a that's definitely a heart pick there.
Okay.
You know, I sat on that hill from 95 until I left Townsville, and absolutely loved it up there. And I'm always a Cowboys fan.
What did you make of the comments from, I think, Todd Payton on the Sunday Sin Bin last weekend that Tommy did and told the surgeon if it's serious, chop it off?
Yeah, good on him. That's what you got to do for your team sometimes, you know. It's what you got to do.
That is sacrifice.
I could say some more things about that, but, you know, it's all good. I won't. I don't want to offend people of certain coloured hair. I'll leave it at that.
Sammy Thido, all thanks to Sportsbet. He's given us the winners for the first week of finals. Tonight, the Panthers to beat the Eels, the Canberra Raiders to upset the Storm, Cowboys over the Sharks, and the Bunnies to get it done over the Roosters on Sunday. Sammy, a pleasure to have you in studio. Enjoy your weekend of footy.
Thank you for having me.